So you want to make 10k a month with your agency. Now, I see a lot of people talking about making 10k a month, but they actually don't know where to start. The first thing you must do in order to achieve 10k a month is simply just finding a niche. You need to find a niche which makes 10,000 a month every single month consistently. You need to find a niche that has over 50,000 businesses where you're based, and you need to find a niche that actually has a need for your problem or an interest that you have in that business. For example, someone had an interest in the gym niche because they like working out. There's more than 50,000 businesses there, and they are also earning over 10,000 every single month. Now, these three things is really what will determine whether you succeed or not. The interest, not as much, but the amount of businesses and the revenue that they're earning will. Because someone that helps like school kids or someone that helps homeless people won't be earning that much money, right? So, yeah, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is you need to do your market research. Market research is really important, and I would actually go ahead and go onto Google, find numbers in that niche. So let's say, for example, it's a gym niche. I'll go onto Google, find gym people, and I'll get their contact number down. I'll find their names out, things like that, and then I'll call them and basically act like a student and tell them, look, I'm here doing some research for my school, and I need to know what it's like in a day of a life as your niche. Like for your niche, you'll say, I need to know what it's like as a day in the life of a gym owner or of a construction company owner or something like that. Now, what that will do is one or two things. Either they'll say they're not interested, or they'll say, yeah, sure, let's do this, because they'll feel sympathy for you. And most people are actually like that. So once that's done, you need to ask them questions like how would you say the biggest pain point is for your niche. And once you have the biggest pain point, that's when you actually move on to creating a product and selling it to them, because people only pay when they're pain, like something they have pain with, they'll pay for it. For example, someone needs to make calls, they can't make calls, so they have to get a phone in order to get calls, or they have to pay for a SIM card in order to make more calls. Now, this is really important and this is much needed for your company's success. These parts are really the fundamentals of what you need to succeed. Everything after that comes really easy. And even though the outreach would be hard because you will still be dealing with a lot of rejections, you know that the product is correct and you know within your niche, you would be easily able to scale up to 10,000 a month. I see a lot of people talking about marketing agencies. Okay, what if a company doesn't need any more marketing and they need people to hire? Well, that can also be a really viable business for you, and you can actually scale that up to 10,000 a month in a more sustainable way. So, do your market research, and after you do your market research, what you'll do is you'll spend like 3 months doing your market research, talk to around 200 business owners just to know the average problem all of them have. And then what you can do is from there, you can create a product. It will take you like a week or something like that. And after you found your product, offer them, cold call them, and pitch them onto a meeting. And then on the meeting, talk about your offer. Now, do not pitch them on the offer straight away from a call, because it takes approximately 3 calls for the customer, for the prospect to feel somewhat reliable with you. So that's why I say give it 3 calls. So the first call is the cold call, of course. The second call is the discovery call where you ask them questions and you do all of that. And the third call is the meeting where you close them. Now, I will be creating a lot more of these videos since I have closed my first ever client with my marketing agency. And I was just like you. I used to think it's very unbelievable. And how can I charge 3,000 for a client in a marketing agency space, where I've actually done so now? And yeah, basically that's all you have to do. You have to find a problem, solve that problem, and sell it. Now, I hear a lot of people talk about this, but this is actually the only way you need to get successful. And do a lot of outreach, drop content, Make sure your content is high quality and things like that, and then you will eventually, after 6 months to a year, you'll see you're getting results. You'll see you're getting that first client. You might get that first client, but you might not get results for them. This will happen to me exactly. So then what you would have to do is you would have to learn the thing, and then once you've learned it, you can offer it, and then offer the service to the clients. So that would actually make it good business overall. Now, another thing you can do for service delivery, I know I'm going on, but another thing you can do is you can basically go on Facebook ads library and you can see what they're doing and basically just copy word for word, because it's not illegal, it's not any copyright, it's nothing to do that, of what other competing marketing agencies are doing. Now what this will do is it will actually help you with like getting the right Facebook ads, since they're in the same niche as you, and they'll know what's working for them will work for you as well, because it's in the same industry. Now one thing you have to consider though, you have to make it in the same country, since if you're working with a construction company or a bricklaying business, for example, or a gym, there's not going to be people traveling all the way to a different country to be filling that service in a way. So yeah, make sure you stick to it and you'll get successful if you do what I said in this video, because that's exactly what took me from 0 to 1,000, and it will take me so on to making 10,000 every single month.